Welcome back to 5-Minute Knives, the channel that became a channel because of you people. Today, on the channel, we're going to be talking about a knife that was sent in from a subscriber. You guys have been sending me a ton of knives lately, and that's in part why I'm wearing these gloves. I've cuts all over my hands from making sheaths, doing reviews. It seems like the more knives you touch, the more you're going to get cut. Go figure. And here I am with the gloves. These gloves are by 511. They're okay. They got a weird strap here, but this isn't a review on them. If you want to check these gloves out, go to 511's website. Today, we're just going to talk about a knife sent in by a subscriber, Josh Fields. Really cool guy. I feel like I've been saying his name a lot on the channel, but he was the one that sent in those knives for that giveaway we did. So a big thank you to Josh in the comments if you could. And he keeps sending me knives for sheaths. So it's pretty cool. Most of my customers have already placed a second order. So usually when I make a sheath for somebody, it's a matter of time. They hit me back up and we make another one. So it's sort of like a tattoo artist for your knife collection, only more important because it's function, you know? So here's the sheath that this knife comes with. This is the Bushman, and I believe it's by Cold Steel. This is an early model. I mean, when I looked it up, all I found is the Cold Steel Bushman, and it has different stamping. But I'm assuming it's the same thing. And Josh sent this in. This is a really tricky knife to make a sheath for. And he said, his words, people rave about how great these leather sheaths were in the early 90s that came with the Bushman. And he said, they are not great. You have evidence in your hands. They are terrible. And he's right. This is terrible. This is just the worst stuff. It's in there pretty securely, and it's a really wonky knife. I mean, look, it's got like, he put a piece of cork on there. It's got a hollow handle, and he wrapped it with purple cordage. And then this is what he sent in. So I was pretty surprised when he sent this in. But having gotten to know Josh a little bit since the channel has matured, so to speak, I know that all of his stuff has a purpose and very well thought out. He's not necessarily expensive stuff. I mean, this is a very inexpensive knife, but I bet you it's a beast in the field. And one of the things I really like about it, let's see if I can show this. See this cork here? So you can take this cork out. You have this hollow spot in there. So you could lash this, or you could, lash this to a stick and make yourself a hell of a spear while you're out there. Not only that, this cork is going to help the thing float if it fell out for any reason of, like let's say you had a crappy sheath, for example. And then this cordage actually held up. So his thing was, go ahead and make the sheath, and if the cordage doesn't work, cut it off and I'll figure it out later. Well, we were able to make our buddy. He just wanted a plain black sheath with no hardware and brass eyelets. So here's what I made him. Right? Look how freaking cool. I mean, dudes, homios, and lady, look at the upgrade. So yes, he seems pretty happy with the pictures I sent him. Now, because this knife is weird, and see, look, it's got like, this side here is like a proud mold part of the handle. And then this side is indented. So where's your retention point going to be? There's no hilt. Well, it's actually in the blade. So this is what's known as a friction sheath. And I'm glad I get to explain this to Josh on the channel. As we get to pushing here, it feels a little awkward, feels a little tight. Keep going. Keep pushing. And this thing it's not going anywhere, guys. It's not going anywhere. But there's your sheath, bud. And this looks totally cool. And then also he's got a purple wrapping on it. So I had purple washers laying around. There you go, buddy. Purple washers. So I'm going to include those in case you want them for whatever attachment point you're going to be using. But this is nice because you can actually kind of draw it, as he needs. This is going to be in his pack. So this is going to sit really flat, in his pack like so, vertically, right? And when he needs it, right? So very, very cool. Just a quick video, shout out to Josh, and also Just wanted to show off this like crazy Bushman. If you look it up, it says, for the money, the Bushman knives might be the strongest survival outdoor knives in the world. Unlike most hollow-handled survival knives, there is no joint or seam between the blades and handles that requires mechanical fastener. Instead, what does it say? Instead, the Bushman's blades and integral handles are each expertly cold forged out of a single piece of 2.5 millimeter thick SK5 high carbon steel. The resulting knives are expertly heat treated and tempered to a Rockwell of 54. Pretty soft, so it probably won't chip on you. So this might be really good. I could see this doing really well, despite the fact that it's high carbon. I could see this doing really well like in a jungle setting. Extremely lightweight. Extremely lightweight. Every Bushman blade has been carefully ground to an extra thin edge and honed and buffed. Yeah. They now come with a new heavy-duty plastic Secure X sheath, which features an attached ferrocerium fire steel. Oh, comes with a fire steel? It does. It comes with the actual fired steel itself, so there you go. And this thing is $17.95 right now. So you can pick that up. I don't know if it's the exact same. I mean, notice that the markings are different. This just says Bushman. I don't see any other markings. No cold steel. I thought it was cold steel. And I honestly didn't have time to ask him before this. He didn't even know I was making this video right now. So there it is. There's that. As far as your questions, guys, keep sending your questions in for your, your horror stories for a Halloween special. Like put me in a horrible scenario or quote something from a movie. I'm going to go ahead and nominate one thing. I'm going to say, what knife would I recommend if you were stuck in the movie Predator 1? And I know you're thinking, the knife that Billy has, it's not that one. So anyway, when you guys submit your questions, if I read them, include your business. This is something that I'm going to start doing. Include your business. I'm going to give your business a shout out. Since you guys have helped my business, right? Why don't I help your business and make this a whole community thing? So what I'm thinking is this. I need knives for review. Like Josh sent this in. This gives me a whole little video, right? I'm looking at my collection going, okay, I got like 8 more videos left worth of stuff. Because you guys know I'm a user. I don't really collect a lot of stuff. And I don't want it cluttering up my house. So the last thing I want is 200 knives here, and an emergency happens and I got to sit there for 2 hours picking which one. Or which 5 or which 15. But my point is this, is that when you guys send in the knives, it really does help the channel out. So here's what I'm thinking as incentive to do so I don't have to buy every single one. If you send me in a knife, send me in your business, especially if it's like an internet-based business. I mean, if you're like Joe's Lawn Care out of Skokie, Illinois, fine, like whatever. But you're probably not going to get a bump in traffic, if you're repping something locally. I'm out of Colorado. So if you have an internet-based business, I'll give it a shout out. I'll give it a shout out if you're a local-based business or if you're a fireman or a soldier or something like that. But other than that, yeah, if you guys send in knives, I'll offer you 10% off of a custom sheath order, so I can get a video out of it and you can get a discount and or I'll shout out your business. So there you go. That's the best I can do. You can use my platform for free advertising. By the way, guys, I don't mind if you advertise for yourselves in my comments. YouTube doesn't know what comments you're leaving. So if you guys are just leaving a ton of comments, that makes YouTube like me more. And if they're about your business and people go and check it out, or maybe your own YouTube channel even. If you have a YouTube channel, I know, shout out Jade Schaefer. So just got a sheath, has a YouTube channel, so check it out. I mean, these are the things that I'm talking about. So go ahead and leave in the comments what you do. You're not being rude to me. I'm asking you to do it. I would love to see it because A, it means more comments for me. And B, I like the fact that you guys can connect with each other and grow a little bit of a community around this channel. There's a lot of knife review channels out there and they're all kind of same. And I know this one's not much different. But that being said, if we connect the community and you guys get something out of it and we have a million giveaways and it's fun to watch, then maybe it is a little different than most, For the Halloween episode, I was thinking about just having like my full self on there and just sitting next to the fireplace and chatting with you guys and gal. Believe it or not, there are some females that do watch this channel. But the more I thought about it, the more I think I'm just going to leave it the old mitts. Mitt and gate, right? I'm not Bradley Pitts, but, I'm not the troll under the bridge either. So let me know if you want to see my ugly face. I know that like when I watch like Aussie Man reviews, for example, it's been around forever. I really don't prefer it when he shows his face. So I just like, just the voice. In this case, you guys might just want the voice and the hands. So if that's the case, that's totally fine. It's easier for me. Damn, this thing's fast. It's fast. It's got nice weight. Like, here's a good example of what I'm talking about. Josh Field sent this thing in. I never in a million years would have picked this up. It's not my style. I started off being all tactical mall ninja when I was a kid, and my tastes have gravitated from that. So I never would gravitate towards something like this, especially in this price range. When you get low enough on a price range, I just instantly assume like, ugh. Mora's kind of changed my mind on that. Victorinox Swiss Army knives changed my mind on that. G-Shock, the base model, watch, changed my mind on that. Now there is inexpensive pieces of gear that I hold dear, and I get why he likes this. It looks goofy, guys, but this Bushman is actually a serious piece of gear, and he's decided to designate this for his bug out pack. So I really hope this sheath does you justice, bud. Very Excalibur looking. And we take this, kind of goofy looking knife, I thought, at least in its former sheath. You just see this piece of cork sticking out. And we've transformed it with a nice sheath into something very attractive. And no rattle, silent, quiet, thin, secure, friction fit. Don't need to push off with the thumb ramp, although I did include one for you here. So you can push off if you want. But right there, see how it's like, yeah. Right there is like it's a tough point, right? So you got to get a good, that's how you draw this knife. And that's how you put it away. A little bit of authority, bud. Okay? And if you stab the Kydex on the inside, don't be brokenhearted. It happens. We all do it. Okay, so there's that. Looking forward to Halloween questions. Want to help promote your business. Thank you guys so much. If you have knives to give away, I know it sounds weird, but kind of like a regifting program, send them to me and I will do a giveaway like Josh did. And you can be specific. I mean, say, hey, these are all for the subscribers, none for you. Well, okay, that's totally fine. That's great. Thank you so much. So if you have something to send me, great. I will tell you this, though. If you send me a gift and it's not something I can put into my systems, I may regift it to the subscribers. And I hope you don't take offense to that, but I just don't collect stuff. It goes. As a matter of fact, I was looking around at my collection and there was like 3 or 4 knives I didn't need, and they all went to subscribers in the last couple of days. So I'll throw them up on eBay, whatever. But you guys get first crack at anything. So you hit me up on Instagram. I'll probably leave a story. Look up 5 Minute Knives on Instagram. Go ahead and, add me there. And let's gear up for this Halloween special, guys. Let's make this really fun. I'm trying to think of how can I make my dumb mitts? My mitts. Spooky for you. That's why I was going to do full me sitting at the fireplace, sitting there like, hello, maybe the scary thing is the way I look to you. I don't know. On Instagram, you can see videos of us. So there's that. I just think I'm going to keep this channel about the mitts. My mitts. Mitten gate, right? And I think we're just going to top down it. We're going to keep it 30 minutes or less if we can. Always, I know it's 5 Minute Knives, ha ha ha. But I also named my company Dragon Scale Concealment when I just thought I was going to be making holsters all day. And although I'm doing business with gun shops, it's really you guys in the sheaths that I'm focused on. So, keep sending in those orders. Check out dragonscaleconcealment.com. Praise Lily for the new intro she helped put together. Looks really badass. The channel's legit. And I'm going to go ahead and make a patch of the new logo. I'm really enjoying this sheath making journey I'm on. Still, learning as I go. This was a challenge to make this one. This is so crazy. Look at that. So weird. But we're doing it together. And you guys know that I'm, you guys know that I'm on the up and up and I'm cool. I'm not going to steal your money or anything. I'm getting something out of the drawer. Another subscriber sent this in. I'll give you a good case in point shout out. Okay. Check this out. So I may do a whole video on this coming out very soon. Look at the beautiful color on the back of this sheath. So this guy sent this knife in. Look at the welt. Look at the little basket weave stamp in there. The stitching. Now, when you talk about crappy leather sheaths, this comes to mind, right? When you talk about high quality craftsmanship of somebody that really cares about the blade that this thing's going to live in, you get that. So this guy sent this in and wanted a sheath made for it, and I First of all, I was blown away with this package as is, but when I drew this blade and I got to see this knife, I showed this to you guys on my Instagram live story yesterday. I said no. I said no. This is handmade. This is the, looks like stock removal to me. Hang on, let me get this thing to focus. There's the maker's mark right there. Are you gonna focus, guy? And ignore my train in the background. There's the maker's mark. Can you guys see that? Boom. Right there. So we looked him up. He's out of Poland. I may do a whole video on this knife alone. This is a Bowie style knife. Not my thing at all, but so light and lively in the hand. I can't believe it. And, oh, and I got a couple more knives to show you guys, but I'm going to wait till the Halloween special because they're badass. So, but this was so pretty. My point for bringing this up is that somebody sent this in for a sheath, and I politely said, no, thank you. The reason being is I like your sales. I like money. I'm enjoying watching the business grow, but I like nice knives more. And if I feel like I'm going to add finish wear, Kydex adds finish wear over time, especially. And the nice grind lines on this knife. Plus, also, look at the gorgeous sheath. I told him, sir, you're just going to have to just own this and be happy with it. It's really cool, man. And it actually sits pretty well if you wanted to wear it anyway with this belt loop. And you could also add a dangler to that. So this is gorgeous. But that's my point, guys. If you send me in something, I even told Josh, hey, man, if I can't figure out a way to get this retention right, so sorry, I'll issue you a refund. And I may cut off the wrapping, but it held up pretty well. He wants to know how to make the wrapping more permanent. I would suggest a fiberglass resin added to it. See the CRKT Hishao. They did the same thing in the handle wrap there. So if you guys are wrapping your own handles out there and you want it to be more permanent, try fiberglass clear resin that they use on cars. Works really well. I've done it in the past. So there you go. End of video. I'm very happy. I'm going to try to get this out of here in under 20 minutes, but you guys have been awesome lately. Thank you so much. The questions you've been submitting are great. I've heard mermaids. I've heard mummies. I've heard vampires. I've heard zombies. One person said that they were a pilot and their co-pilot. What if they got possessed by a demon? What knife would you recommend? All this stuff. Goofiness. I mentioned Predator 1. Somebody else mentioned Freddy Krueger and Chucky. Chucky's a great one. I already have an answer for that. Give it some thought, guys. Put some brain power into this thing. Let's use our minds this Halloween and have a good time and really incorporate our love of cutlery, all things cutlery and sharp, into our dork brains of horror and fantasy, where we enjoy to hypothesize what if. I will tell you, I do have, and I think every dad in America has a piece of gear or weaponry designated in their mind mainly for zombies. And you know it's true. You know you have a zombie thing, right? If you heard zombie outbreak today on the news, right? What would be the first piece of gear you'd get? And don't say your shotgun. We all say shotgun. I'm talking about knife. We all have a knife like that. So I'll show mine Halloween. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Just keep on keeping on, guys. 2 more vids till Halloween. I'm super pumped. Super pumped. Find us on Instagram. Promote your business and or YouTube channels in the comments. I don't mind. You're not being rude to me. Say, hey, Joe told me to. Here's my channel. Guys, sub to me too. Let's share our subscribers. Let's share our viewers. Let's share the community. It's all one community. So there's no reason for, check out Shoe Monster Tech. They did a video about my shoes. Super cool. Check him out. Anybody else has got a channel you want to promote, leave it in the comments. And if you want to shout out your lawnscaping company out of Skokie, Illinois, go ahead and do that. Why not? Maybe your employees will get a kick out of it. I'll try to do it some justice with a quick ad. But other than that, I'm out of here, and I will see you guys next time on 5 Minute Knives.